our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte, your School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, coming to you every Monday morning, 9-ish Central Standard Time. Just bringing a little bit of awareness to everyday life, talking about spirit, just how things work sometimes. Hopefully making life a little bit easier, giving us some challenges, things to work on, just to help to evolve the soul. As you know, each week we do start with a 5-card stud, and from there we go into our highlight. This is it, The Path of Light Oracle by Anthony Salerno. This is our highlighted deck today. This is going to be cool. This is a Blue Gaia. Oh, wow, Blue Gaia deck. Published by Blue Gaia. So super amazing. Super amazing. Super excited for that. Where do we go from there? So let's get into this. The book. We got the book, and I got like things all over the book. I'm like, I don't even know which one's which anymore, because I keep like flipping, going, I don't know which one to do. I don't know where to go. That's just me. I'm always like, I don't know. I honestly cannot remember. Because I don't know. I made a link. I don't know. Equal opportunity, not equality. Okay, that will help me. Sometimes we have to just go, oh my gosh, which one did I write? Which one did I grab? I don't even know. There it is. One with this actual card. Kind of silly, isn't it? Good morning, Jim. I'm flustered today, if nobody can notice. I'm flustered because that's how my morning's gone. Why? Because I haven't felt like doing anything all morning. I felt like just let's have a pajama party today. Honestly, if you really want to know today, I wanted to send out a memo and say today is the jammy party day. I didn't want to move. I wanted to have a snow day. I wanted to just sit in my pajamas, put my hair in a messy bun, throw in some glasses and say, here I am, guys. And I think we all need to do that sometimes. But then I had to remember, I kind of did that yesterday because we went and played in the snow, made snowmen in pajamas with stuff over the top to keep us warm. So I got ready. So what are we doing today? We're going to talk a little bit about this. As you know, we're going to do a lot of reading from there. We're going to just go into a lot of chatter, a lot of talking. Just to kind of see where spirit leads us. It does says what we need is equal opportunity, not equality. Ooh, that's interesting. The essential truth: the people of the world do not need equality, and we should be grateful for that, because equality is sameness. And the last thing that this world needs is sameness, or a world of automation where everything is identical. In fact, the richness of this world is in its contrast. What the people of the world do not need is what the people of the world do need is opportunity, equal opportunity. The opportunity truly equal for all people to have access to education, healthcare, sufficient food, clothing, shelter, and the basic dignities of life. Opportunity is so that survival would never again be an issue. Opportunity so exploitation, limitation, and discrimination would no longer be possible, and the opportunity truly equal for all people to rise to the highest expression of self, the equal opportunity for everyone to acquire knowledge, develop skills, and those and use these natural talents in the workplace. And yet we see that with all of our world's resources and abundance, we have not yet managed to achieve this simple things, even though we think that as a society, we are so advanced. Now, this is really interesting because we have been losing this fight a very long time. Okay. We've been losing this fight, not just with everyday living, but we have been losing this fight with, quite frankly, within ourselves, within our family, within everything. When my kids were growing up, I used to hear the words, just like every parent, it's not fair. Oh my gosh, I hated those words. Those words would literally rip through my soul. It's not fair. To the point where it was outlawed in my house. Those words, it's not fair, was completely and totally outlawed in my house. Why? Because quite frankly, why should one get the same as the other? I know you're all going, what are you talking about? I had a boy and a girl. I had a boy and I had a girl. I had very much a boy and I had very much a girl. And what I mean by that is they weren't presenting as something else. My boy was all about, he was about his electronics and tearing things apart and inventing and creating and very much doing that. Where my girl was complete opposite. Good morning, Darren. You know, she was into more girly things. She was, you know, into dress up. She was into her doll houses. She was into all of that wonderful stuff. Now, did they kind of cross paths? They definitely did. You know what? They were best friends. They were siblings. My boy went and played with my little girl. My little girl looked at my little boy stuff and went, don't know what that is. So why would I treat them equal? Why would I look at them and say they're equal? Why would I, in any given day, if I gave them both a ton of chores, one did it, one didn't, why would I treat them equally? I wouldn't. It wouldn't be fair, quote unquote. But that's how we are in life. So often what we're looking at is we want this equality. We want this equality. And what does equality mean? It means the same. We want the same. Now, I will tell you, that sucks. That sucks. I don't want the same as anybody else, and neither should you. Because what does it do but take out any little bit of glorification of your own life? It takes away your pride. It takes away so much. Now, opportunity is something totally different. I want the same opportunities as somebody else, but whether I use those opportunities or not, really are up to my own discretion. Starting to make sense here, guys? Now, when you're looking at this, because again, we have been, you know, if we take this into society sense, if we take this into, you know, more of a world thing, you know, from the burning of the bra until now, we've been looking at everybody. Good morning, Sober Boy. We have been looking at a lot of things and going, good morning, Michelle and Anthony. We've been looking at things as we want equal rights, we want equal pay, we want equal this, we want equal. Why do I want to be that? I don't. I used to tell people I was not born at the time of the burning the bra. Don't put me in with that lump of people. Now, does that mean I want to go back to having no rights? No, that's not what that means. What it does mean is if I'm doing a really hard job and I'm working my tush at this job and I'm doing a great job working at this, right? And I have a person next to me, per se a man, because that's a time period I'm talking about. And he's sucking at it. He's being lazy. And he's letting me do all the work. And what he is producing, he really isn't doing very well. And he's kind of trying to take credit for my work. Why would I want the equal pay of him? Why? I want to be paid more than him because I'm doing the work. I'm showing up. I'm being present. I'm giving it all I got. But that whole rights, and I know somebody out there's going, you're missing the point of this. I get it. I get it. I understand what the original movement was about. But the continuation of that movement since has still been on that playing field of we're fighting for equality. No, that's not what it is. Think about equality, guys. What's equality? It's essentially having twins and always dressing in the same. They look alike. They dress alike. You have them acting alike. You have them doing everything. Every dentist appointment go to the same. Every doctor appointment's the same. You put them in the same sport. You do it all. You're making mirrors of children. That's equally. And do you want that with every person walking around? We see movies. We see movies where people have done this. This is part of the movie. I will tell you, every movie that's like that is a horror film. It really is. It's a horror film. Because who wants to be the same as everybody else? The same gives you absolutely no room for growth. It gives us nothing. And why are we here but to grow? We're here to, accentuate what we have in a much better way. We're here to grow. We're here to understand. We're here to experience. Now, think about anything. I always love this. When I'm doing readings, and it's not digressing, but hold it with me here for a second. When I'm doing readings, it is so often where I'm talking to a loved one on the other side, and they're bringing through a memory to this person, whoever I'm reading for. They're bringing through a memory. Okay, and why the heck do we call it readings anyway? I'm not reading anything, I'm listening, I'm talking. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. So basically, I'm talking to somebody here and I'm playing telephone. Do you remember that old game telephone? They're talking to me, I'm telling you. They're talking to me, I'm telling you. I can screw it up, but they never do. So often I'm talking to this loved one on the other side, and they're bringing through this to this loved one. And this loved one will look at me and go, yeah, I don't think you have them. I'm like, why don't you think I have them? Well, I don't remember it being that way. Ah, really? You don't remember this situation being the way it is? No. Do you know what situation they're talking about? Oh, yeah, I remember the situation. Is it possible that they're seeing it from a different point of view, a different angle? And the person usually goes, oh, yeah, I never thought about that. And I know y'all are going, where is this in the ego aspect? It's like anything. We all have different views. We all see things different. We all experience things different. We all act upon things different. We are different. There's nothing with anybody that is the same to somebody else. If I climb Mount Everest with somebody else, if I climb it, I will tell you what, I'm going to be happy for about the first mile. And that's if I'm going up a kitty corner, not straight up. If I can go loop-de-loop around the mountain, it might keep me happier longer. But I'm going to complain. I'm going to get angry. I'm not going to want to be there. Why? It's not my thing. But I'm climbing it with somebody that goes, oh my gosh, this is my dream. And they're like, oh no, I'm not going around that mountain. I'm going straight up that baby. Why? They're going, why would I expend all my energy to go around and around and around, like walking up a dirt road, when they can go up it and feel exhilarated? Two totally different attitudes. Now, what even if I could go around Mount Everest as a road, and I'm happy as a lark going, oh my gosh, I love this, because it feels like a Sunday brisk walk that's going to take me a very long time to do. And I'm just walking around whistling, humming, singing to the birds. And I get to the top. Now, the friend I've been walking with got there first. But we're both just so darn excited that we both made it. That we both got there. Now, is one experience better than the other? No, it's not. We both have an opportunity to climb. We both chose different opportunities, different ways to make that opportunity happen. I make the one that's a little bit easier on me, takes a much longer period of time. But for myself, I want to enjoy the road. Still going to be just excited because I climbed the thing. The other person took a different opportunity, a different route. And that's what life's about. It's not about literally everybody getting everything the exact same. It's not about how we get there. Because I will tell you this, guys. I don't know if you understand this. I don't know if you get this, but it does not matter what you do in this life. You are not going to prolong the absolute what is going to happen, because eventually you're dying. There is nobody in this world that was ever born that's going to live forever. We're all going to die. How we die is going to be, again, a whole nother story. This isn't about being a rat race. It's not about having everything there. The adventure of having the opportunity is to map out your own life. It's to go the road. It's about the adventure, the experience. Now think about those parents. God bless those parents that go, oh my gosh, I gave the same to every one of my kids. Okay? Let me listen. And they go, I give each kid their own opportunity, the same opportunity. I told each kid, I'm going to fork over so much money for college. Take it or leave it. The money's yours, no matter what, because I saved it. But you can do with it what you want. I hope you're going to use it for college, but this is your opportunity. I'm going to give you a $40,000 opportunity. I know that's not going to come close to covering college, guys. I get it. But this is your opportunity. You have that one kid who goes, wow, you know what? That's going to pay for of medical school, but you know what? It'll cover my books. And they go to medical school because you know what? Yes, that $40,000 is not going to cover nothing compared to what they're forking out, but it's something. Another kid goes, you know what? I like the medical field, but I'm going to take that $40,000 and I'm going to use it to become a nurse. I'm going to use it to be maybe an associate degree nurse, okay? Just a 2-year nurse, right? But it's going to cover everything. And that one goes, I'm going to use that as that opportunity. I'm going to jump in. I'm still going to go into medical, but I'm going to go here. Now, their last thing that they want to do is become a doctor, but they're going to start here. Why? Because they're looking at it going, you know what? If I start here, I get this, I can start working, I can start getting experience, and then I can keep advanced, and I can go back for more school and more school and more school. That's how they use their opportunity. The last kid goes, oh, yeah, I'm not doing school. But thanks for the $40,000. I'm going to go get me a van. I'm going to deck it out. I'm going to travel the country. Each one of them are taking that opportunity and using it however they feel for themselves. And not one is better than the next. Not one of them is. They're all using it for the best of themselves. Now think about it. At the end of the day, who's to say which one's better? Because maybe, especially in this day and age, maybe the one that bought the van and is traveling the country decided to get on TikTok or YouTube, has made a following and making mint. They got so much money, they could just throw a little bit to the one going to be a doctor, and it wouldn't even faze them to give them that kind of money. Who knows? We don't know what our experiences are going to be until we start to experience them. Everybody looks at an opportunity as a door that opens to a better life for advancement. Now, I like to look at opportunity as something different, guys. Opportunity is when a door opens, per se. And something better for you is on the other side. That doesn't mean a pay raise. That doesn't mean a better job. It might be an opportunity to divorce. It might be your house just burned down and you're going, oh my God. But that house burning down was an opportunity for you to finally move someplace else because you know what? You're sick and tired of being in Wisconsin with all the snow and you've been wanting to move to Arizona. But you feel so tied to everything here. The house burns overnight and you're like, you know what? Me and the kids are safe. Let's go. So often we want to look at everything in life as an opportunity is only positive things. When you get the call for the best job, when you get the call, for advancement, when you get a raise, when, we look at opportunities as something that is going to bring greatness by view of society. And honestly, what's greatness? What is an opportunity? But an opportunity, hello, Frank, is seriously something that brings you in for another experience. When we stop and we start to realize that life really is all about the experience, really is all about where we're going in life, what we're doing, how we're feeling. We start to realize that all we want is opportunities. Now, you'll find a lot of people in the metaphysical world, the witchy world, starting to move into other worlds. We like to pray or manifest, call forth things that we would like to have in our lives. But we always end it with, or something better, or something better. And then we release it. Because how it happens really is none of my business. I'm going to experience how it comes to me. But I cannot hold on to how it comes. Because quite frankly, we start to miss the idea of opportunities. We start to miss the ideas of how life is supposed to work. Because life is about not the challenges and not the gains. Because honestly, guys, life has nothing to do with challenges. If anybody ever told you that, call them a liar. Because life was not meant to be challenging. It's only challenging when you don't get it. When you don't get it because you listen to everybody else out there. Quite frankly, start asking for those opportunities to come. Start asking to be not like your brother, your sister, your best friends, the next door neighbor, the person on the big screen. And start asking for opportunities for you to experience the best thing that you can in life. Stop trying to be equal. Heck, stop trying to be better. Just be you. Because I will tell you what, even Elon Musk, when he gets close to death and he talks about his life, do you think he's going to talk about his wealth? Probably not. Do you think he's going to talk about all of his kids? Probably not. What he's going to talk about is the adventures he had, the inventions, his collaborations. And I know everybody's going, well, think about it. To him, that is so exciting because that's his world. How he invented this, how he developed that, how he brought this to the world, how he did that. It's not going to come with, and I made $2 billion. The stories will be about the opportunities he had, what he did with it. And I will tell you what, you go to any nursing home, you go down, you sit with any older person, talk to them about their life. It's beautiful to listen to them when they tell you how their life went from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing. And you can see how this opportunity happened and that opportunity, this opportunity happened. And it was glorious. Even the housewife that says all she did was clean the house, cook, and have kids. Even that lady will have a million opportunities. If it's as simple as, I had the opportunity to buy the next newest brand of gas stove on a deal. boy, how it changed her life. So look at those things. Opportunities don't have to be big. Sometimes, most times, they're really small. But those really are the things that change your life, that take you to the next advancement, to help you a little bit more. So give up equalness. Give up trying to be equal to the Joneses. And start looking at life as an opportunity to be more than you had yesterday. That being said, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break, or a couple-minute break anyway, and we'll come back with our 5-card stud. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit. See you in a few, guys.
Do you or someone in your family suffer from nightmares? Is your home cluttered and you can't seem to clear it out? Your home or office may have low vibrational energy, and it could be impacting you and your family. Using the ancient techniques of dowsing, Master Dowser Annette Regalo can raise the vibration of your home or office by identifying and curing stress lines and negative vortexes that may be creating disharmony in your home or office. Annette has over 20 years of dowsing experience and is passionate about creating high vibrational spaces for others to live and work. Contact Annette today at 612-394-3736 or AnnetteRegalo.com.
Hello, everybody. This is DeEtte again, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, coming to you. Coming to you here with our 5-card stud today. Sorry, my brain is seriously just all over the place. So 5-card stud, what is the idea behind 5-card stud? 5-card stud, I actually came up with. I know somebody else thought of it long before me, but I came up with the idea, 5-card stud being a reading. Now, on my old show, version 1 of School Through Spirit, where I interviewed people and did all that, it was all about just doing the reading at the end. And I used to use the same cards every week. It's pretty cool. I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, you know. Every once in a while I get a new deck and no big deal. Well, when this School Through Spirit 2 came out, and I got rid of the interviews because, quite frankly, it's a lot of work that I just didn't want to partake with anymore. So we came up with 5-card stud 2. And it was where I wanted to start highlighting people. I wanted to put somebody else on center stage. And I wanted to do that with card decks. Okay. Twofold. One, I am taking people, whether they were published by Hay House that's been here forever, down to self-publishers, whatever it is, and highlighting those decks. Why? Because quite frankly, guys, 2 things. One, especially if you're self-publisher, it's really hard to get your card out there. It's really hard to get it out there and get people to buy it. And you've really worked hard on that. Number 2, when I go to buy cards, now, yes, there is some stores you can still go in and play with the decks of cards and see what you want before you buy it. I get it. But most time we're going to Amazon, guys. We're going straight to Hay House. We're going to these places to buy our cards. And we're looking at, we get the front of the box, we get the back of the box, we might get a couple of pictures. But in no way, shape, or form are the cards really giving you anything. You can't hold them. You can't play with them. You can't see, oh my gosh, do these resonate with me? All you're getting is some pictures. And I will tell you what happens. I got a lot of decks that I didn't resonate with. And it was a lot of money spent because these things are anywhere from $20 to $40 a pop. The cards are not cheap. So when we started doing 5-card stud, this version, it was also to highlight these cards so that I can do a reading with them. You can see if they resonate with you. So how's this game work? Quite frankly, I'm going to pull 5 cards from this beautiful deck, and I'm going to read each card individually. Okay. Each one of those is a 1-card reading. Okay. So you get to pick your number. Do you want to pick 1, 2, 3? You can pick multiple cards if you want. Or you can wait until the end. After I read each card individually, I'm going to read them as a whole. So essentially 6 readings right now. Now, if you're clever, if you've been here before, you can have lots of issues in your life. Write your issues down, put a number next to it, and there's your guidance for each one. Okay, so that's nature. I just kind of wanted to reiterate that. It's been a long time since we've done that. So basically, let's read the back of the box, see what you get in real time when you go to order these cards. It says, journey to the inner divinity. Immerse yourself within a fusion of timeless teachings, spirited illuminations, transformative imaginary, and loving intention to deepen your soul connections and discover wisdom, inspiration, and clarity. With in-depth messages and practical exercises inspired by the, oh boy, Bhagavad Gita, this enlightening oracle is invaluable for anyone seeking daily revelation or the joys of more meaningful life. Your true self is unchanging and resides in the space of peace, love, and wisdom. Tune in with your true self today. Very beautiful. I'm thinking I need to have some ideas of different enunciations for things. I'm finding a lot of times I don't hear it right in my head to say it out my mouth. This time around, I thought I don't even have the right dialect. So, again, massacred it. Sorry. Gold inside the box. Pretty pictures. Let's look at the book for a second. Ooh, it's got colored pictures. They're smaller, but they're still colored. Can't see all the details, but you might be able to see enough just to still throw this into your pocketbook and go from there. I like this. It does have literally what they feel the card means, and then it has a date. Looks like a date. 3.19-20 through devoted selfless service without attachment, you will gain. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe the Bible. I don't know. But each one has one of those. And then it has a little bit more. This verse tells us something remarkable and unexpected. So I'm wondering if it's from the Bible also. So this deck might actually, or maybe it's from another book. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'd have to look at a lot more depth into this card deck to find out exactly where it all comes from. Okay, very cool, very cool. I think this is one that I could get into just reading a lot, because I think this person writing this honestly looked at many different mentors, many different things to kind of bring this together. So I think this, you know what, this is a good look into it. It's a good look into it. Let's get into our 5-card stud though. Okay, let's look at our pictures. They're gorgeous. Let's just be real. They are gorgeous. Loving them. Gorgeous card, gorgeous artwork. Who's the artwork by? Not a clue. Not a clue. Sometimes it says it on the box. Not a clue. That's okay. So again, guys, 5-card stud. We're going to pick our numbers 1 through 5. We're going to go from there and see where we're at in life. Okay. There's so much silence on this side. It's so nice. When I say silence, it's because my head's not really ringing either. My head's been ringing for over a year. And today the ring is really kind of quiet, which is nice. I'm feeling blessed by that. But it also gives me an eerie silence. Like, oh my gosh, there's nothing there to listen to. Does not mean I'm trying to bring on the ringing of the ears again, because I'm not. Trust me, I don't want that. And it comes and goes as it is. So card number 1 is Dharma. We're going to look at the book, guys. Gorgeous. Oh, gosh. Look at that artwork. Simply stunning. Dharma. I think I know what that means. I know everybody's going, you should. Well, I get it. But I don't want to mess this up. It says you have your own unique reason for being and contribution to make. Through devotion to living out your inner callings and inspirations, you unfold your true nature, fulfill your purpose, and experience nourishment and fulfillment on the deepest level. It says the literal Sanskrit word dharma is that which supports, bears, and holds. I like that. So we're looking at this card. It is. It's kind of like you're looking at yourself. It's time for you to start looking at yourself at a much deeper level. You've kind of been throwing this out the door. You've kind of been not looking at it. You've been kind of going along with the Joneses. Oops, did I say that? Anyway, and this is really starting to tell you to start looking at yourself. Start looking within. If you pick card number 1, it's time to dig a little bit deeper and to see yourself on a much different level than what you've been looking at, and not just looking at all the surface stuff. Okay. Card number 2 is the self. The self. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking that is the self as, common sense here. You know what? I've already started looking at the book, so let's keep looking at the book, which is like, I don't like that. Because I'm looking at this going, oh my gosh, I think this is all about a journey. It says, you are part of the one infinite internal being that cannot be harmed or destroyed. You exist internally. Your true self is unchanging, is beyond the fluctuations of earthly life, residing in a space of peace, love, and wisdom. Tune in with your true self now. I like that because it did go a different direction, and I get it, and it completely makes sense. Okay. Good morning. This completely makes sense because when you're looking at self, okay, we are looking at so many things, but honestly, you've gotten yourself in a calamity. You've gotten yourself in a chaos called life. You've been going about it. And when you stop and you look at life and you're looking at your problems, you're looking at your issues, you're looking at everything. But the biggest thing is you're looking at, how did I get here? Well, you done got confused. That's how you got there. You got confused. You started looking at things different. You started going, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on with my life? And honestly, what you needed to do is go, wait a minute. You need to stop and you got to go, who am I? What's my true nature? What is my true thing? Get back to it. Because when you start to strip away all the chaos of everything, you get back to truly what you want and truly who you are. Because that truly who you are is not going to change. How you behave will change. Maybe how you look at things will change, but your inner being that really deep down who you are is not going to change. And if you pick card number 2, it's time to kind of start looking at that. You've been confused for a while. It's time to give up the confusion. Card number 3 is mantra. Mantra. God, these cards are they're gorgeous. I cannot believe how gorgeous these cards are. Mantra, when you find yourself under the control of your lower self, reacting, judging, or slipping into old habits, use the repetition of the mantra such as Om or the holy name of God to transfer your attention to the higher self and restore your peace, perspective, and balance. I'm starting to see a pattern here, guys. So when we're looking at the mantra is really not just looking at self, but it's kind of uplifting. You're having some issues. You need to uplift yourself. You need to bring yourself through what's going on. And I think you're struggling. If you pick card number 3, you're really struggling. You're just kind of looking around. You got some downsy doozies going on. And you're just going, oh my gosh, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to turn. Oh my gosh, it's too much. Stop. Sit there. Sit in a quiet. Find a mantra you want to use. Now, mantra really is just something you're going to say over and over and over again. It does not need to be anything fancy. You don't even have to go to Om if you feel stupid. Just find something small that works for you. I am blessed. I am of God. I am blessed. I am of God. I am just blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Find something, a mantra that works for you. You can make it up. You can do whatever, but it's going to bring you back to space, right to where you are. It's going to get rid of the chaos. It's going to get rid of all this crap that's going on around you. It's going to bring you back to center. This card is telling you have to start getting in the moment. Okay. It's bringing it right in. What's important right now. Stop living in the past. Stop looking in the future. Okay. That's what a mantra is going to help do for you. Card number 4, the calling of the soul. The calling of the soul. Wow. Are you listening? Mm-hmm. It says, your true self calls to you from within with an ideal and vision about who you really are all you can be. Make it your aim to follow this inner voice and implement in guidance and inspirations wherever it leads you. So calling to the soul is really starting to listen to the soul, which was pretty much just in exactly what it said it was. So often we don't stop and ask our soul. We're so in our heads. We're so here. This card is saying to stop and listen to your soul. Okay. And it really is. I teach my students this. They have to sit there for like 4 hours or 8 hours, depending where they're at in their teachings. And they just have to sit there. They have to relax. They have to not do anything. They're not going to do their to-do list. They're not going to make their grocery list. They're not going to go do their dishes. They sit there and they literally have to go, oh my gosh, am I supposed to do this right now? And if you don't hear a yes, you're going to sit your butt there. This card is telling you it is time for you to start collaborating with your soul. Stop using your head because life has become too difficult. And it's time to stop it from being difficult anymore. Give up the chaos and start listening to the creativity you're supposed to be doing. Got it? The last card, guys. The last card is reincarnation. Reincarnation. Ooh, wondering where this fits in the spread that we've got going on today. Reincarnation. You are not your body. Your body has a beginning and an end, but your true self is internal. When your current incarnation is no longer bearing fruit or has fulfilled its purpose, the soul will discard your body, move on, and ultimately inhabit a new form, continuing its journey of expansion and growth. Now, I do not think this means you're going to die today or even this week. So don't go there for me, okay? Let's not go there. When we're looking at the reincarnation card, it's really looking at, oh my gosh, I've lived a lot of lives. Understand you've lived a million lives. You have got such a source of knowledge within you that you don't even realize you have, okay? It's incredible. So with this card, it's saying, okay, I'm in this dilemma. I don't know how to get out of it. I don't have any reference in this lifetime to know how to get through this. Maybe not in this lifetime, but go in, calm, meditate, call forth for your soul to ask for knowledge based on another lifetime that's happened. The knowledge is there. How often, you got this question answered already. How often have you literally sat there and went, oh my gosh, I don't even know where that came from, but it worked. It came from someplace else. It came from your soul. It came from your aura. It came from, a knowing because you've already been there, done that before. So start calling on some of that from other lifetimes for that knowledge base that you have to kind of help you work with things in this lifetime. Card number 1 was Dharma. Card number 2 was the self. 3 was mantra. 4 was calling the soul, and 5 was reincarnation. Now, I really like this because honestly, this is really kind of going deep today, guys. This is going much deeper than I think we have ever gone before, or anybody really wanted to go. Honestly, why? Because we're just not normally deep people anymore. But when I'm looking at this as a full spread, this week is really about getting to know you. Now, this is not this fluff stuff that we've been doing, guys. This is really going to the soul level. This week is about getting in here, and because honestly, this week is talking to people that really are kind of struggling. You're kind of stuck. You don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know how to do this right now. And this week is saying it's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to sit there, and meditate. It's time to sit there and have a good old conversation with your soul. And it's time to sit there to find out who the core of who you really are. Now, again, guys, this soul has been around for eons. It's lived lots and lots of lifetimes. So when you're looking at this, it's a core of the soul. It's not who you are in this lifetime. It's who you've always been and what you brought forth every single lifetime. Okay? That's the person you're getting to know, because that's what is going to help you through and get you on to the next point of life. Okay. Somewhere in the world, we've forgotten this. This is just bringing it back forward. Go to your soul, start to talk to your soul, start to find out who you really are, really at the base bones of this, and start to use that as knowledge to move forward. Hopefully you like this reading. This is a deep deck. I will tell you what, if you really want to start doing some deep soul searching, some really deep guidance, this is a deck for you. This deck is not necessarily how my day is going to be today. This deck really is about changing your life and really looking for those deep questions. I like it. I like it because I will tell you what. This is me. This is me. I love it. Beholder, I live this lifetime. Don't know about the past if that existed in the first place. And that's okay. You know what? Whether we believe in past lives or not doesn't mean they didn't exist. So there's that. But I won't even lie to you. There's people that come and ask me and I'll go, I see this. And they're like, oh my God, how would you know that? Why? Because I see it in a different lifetime. Anyway, so where's DeEtte this week? Where's DeEtte this week? DeEtte is no place. DeEtte is no place. DeEtte is not traveling this week. I was supposed to travel for fun over this last weekend. Did not occur. Why? Because we got snowed in. And apparently the only way to stop DeEtte from moving is to put a foot of snow outside the door on less than 24 hours. It keeps her stationary. Not a bad deal because you know what? It was quite enjoyable to stay in my pajamas all weekend. But again, this week I'm not traveling. The next soonest place you can find me anywhere is I will be doing readings at the store in Janesville, Wisconsin called Earth Song Books and Gifts. I am there next Friday. Sorry. Doing readings from 10 until 3. If you haven't gotten your reading there yet, you might want to go check it out because I book fast there. And then on Saturday, the 13th, I'm at Old Baraboo Inn in Baraboo, Wisconsin. I'm doing a gallery from 1 until 3. That is very limited seating available. So get a hold of them and get your ticket in advance. They're having a whole day events there. So lots and lots of fun. That day I'm walking in, I'm doing the gallery and I'm walking out of Dodge. That's what I'm doing that day, but it's going to be super awesome. So I'm super excited for that. Now my schedule is open for the month of December. If you want to book those readings, feel free to. I'm there. We're doing it. We're rocking it. We're loving it. As always, I'm also selling gift certificates. For those, you have to get it through me through the email. Just go to the website and it's going to direct you to send me a message or contact me. Send that email, guys, or just send it to medium@DeEtteRenee.com. And we will arrange to not only make it up, specific to the person you're buying the gift certificate to, but I will also send it to you. There you go. With that being said, y'all have an amazing week. Enjoy this beautiful winter moment. And we will see you next Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. School Through Spirit on the Edge Network, guys. See you soon.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.